everyone. It's me today. Sarah's having a day off. I think she'll have got out of bed by now. So I just thought I would. It's my turn today. Today, I will wait for a few more of you to come on, but while we're just talking, I've come across, we've all been talking about masks and things for, things to stop the masks hurting people's ears. So I thought just while we're waiting for this, everybody to come on, I could trip over my my words with the new people. Hiya, Teresa, Marilyn. So, where's the turnover? There. I've come across these. These are for the crocheters rather than the sewers. Okay, so they are quite easy. I've done 3, sat waiting for the time to come along. So it's worth going on. It's they've got a Facebook page called Crochet Mask Adapters UK, and it really is easy. So if you wanted to do a crochet rather than a sewing, that would be the one to do. Okay, so back to me. Oh, hang on. I'm pressing all the wrong buttons here. I'm a novice. Right, I have my cameraman. So, and we're ready. We're going to make a mouse, okay? It's not very difficult. You see, is my little mouse. I'm using him as a pincushion at the moment. But we were having a discussion on what you could make these mice do. And you could do them bigger. Okay, so there's one half done. You could make them bigger again, so it would make it yeah, you could make it into a doorstep. You could do it as a bowling ball, Skittles for the kids. So anyway, we're going to talk you through this. Okay, I'm going to hand you over to Dave and you can watch with Mother. Okay, so to start off, on the internet, on our website, you'll have one of these. I've drawn it out, I've worked it out for you, but I'm going to show you how I worked it out. So you've got the 2 sizes there. You've got the small mouse, which you cut on the fold, and then a big mouse, which you can cut on the fold. This is your circle for your bum and your ears here. Okay, so I started off, come from by there to by here. I started off with a little one. I folded the page in half. This is if you don't want to download the template. And I folded it again. Okay, now with, I've got a pencil in here somewhere that has a point.
Sarah suggests you could fill it with catnip and make a cat toy as well.
This is very true. I'd forgotten about that one. Well done, Sarah. So, where's my numbers? That's better. I know what I'm doing there. Right, so it's about 1/3. If you go from bottom left to top right, you want to mark about 1/3. And then your mouse is going to curve. It's very rough. See, he fits in there. So by the time you've done your seam allowance and everything, the bottom, whatever size mouse you do, because you could do a big mouse. My big mouse went like that. You sort of want to curve so he fits in there. Okay, and then at the bottom, if you measure across the bottom of the paper, you want it to be 3/4 of an inch in radius. So if it's 4 inches across the bottom, you want to make it 3, but download it. It's a lot easier with the download.
The template should be on the website now.
Cool, thank you. So I had it all done. I have got it all ready. So I've drawn out my template and I've put it on my fabric with a fold, and I've laid it out and put it on the fold, and then I'm going to cut that out. There we go. Now it's going off into the selvage, but it'll just give him a white nose. Okay. So when you sew him, you're going to sew right sides together, and you're just going to sew up the curve, right up, to make, just to join him from nose to tail. Okay. And you're going to want 2 outside ears and 2 inside ears. Now I cut these with pinking shears because it meant that I don't have to sew them together. They would just be open. You could use felt. That would wouldn't require any extra sewing on those. And then your bottoms. You're going to cut out 2 bottoms in your fabric, and then you want smaller cardboard circles, which you can see on the template. Now it might be that as you're sewing and drawing it in, you need to make your cardboard smaller. It needs to keep within his bottom like that. Okay, so then you would do a running stitch around. Can't find a needle with cotton on it, and you just pull the cotton out, you daft. You do a running stitch all the way round it and pull it tight. Yep, I'm ready. I'm ready for anything, she says.
Linda Finch says hi.
Hiya, Linda.
Cindy's there as well.
Hiya, Cindy.
And
Right.
Elaine Miller.
Oh, don't know that one. Hiya, Mum.
And Andy Griffith says you have lovely hands.
Oh, thanks. Right, this is a really big needle with no point, because I can't remember where I've put all my needles. Oh, I remember. Right, so you're just going to put a running stitch all the way around the outside. I'm very aware of how the time restraint is going, and not knowing the time. I should have put a clock up. So how is everybody? I haven't seen a lot of you virtually or otherwise for a while. I'm missing hugs. I think that's the thing I miss the most, is seeing people and hugging them. I saw my granddaughter yesterday and I had to talk to her across the road, and I didn't like that at all, that I couldn't get hold of her. So
Linda's there as well now.
hey, Linda. Right, so just a running stitch all the way around like that. Then you're going to put your circle, your cardboard circle from cereal pack or something, in the middle. Now I could have put my stitches a little bit better. And you're going to pull. Okay.
We've got loads of time.
Yeah, cool. So you're going to pull it so that it goes over. So you'll do it a lot better when you're not nervous and trying to do it right. Okay, so that you end up with a fabric covered cardboard circle. Ta-da! Just like that. And then you're gonna do the two. So I've done one in the red and one in the colour of my mouse. So you're going to sew those two cardboard circles together like this. The dog's decided to move the furniture around. So we're going to go all the way around like this. So what news can I tell you about? Dave's been up and painted his shed.
Ali says hi.
Hiya, Ali.
And Susan and Harrison.
Hiya, Susie. How you doing? So what other things could you use these mice for? I mean, you could make them in any fabric. There's no need to make them in this. You could make them furry. They're a good one for using up your scraps. So you could, and easy for kids to do. As you can see, I'm not taking any care really at this.
Cindy suggested filling them with cherry stones as heat hotters.
Oh yeah, you could do that. They're quite cute, really. You know, I put a smile on him. So I thought he was quite cute. So I'm really just roughly doing this so that they stay together. We're nearly there. So did you see the Hochanda? Watching yourself on the playback is just really surreal. I couldn't get over how much I looked like my granny. Which is not a bad thing, but I'm taller than she was. My granny was like, ooh, about as tall as Linda Pinch. So not very.
A bit wider though.
Very much. Right. So, we've now got our two circles all sewn together. So, I've stuffed my creature and I've roughly turned down 1/4 of an inch all the way around. Now you could iron it. I just went round and finger pressed. And then this is going to fit in there. So you can take a little bit more care at your sewing at this point, but you're just going to whip stitch them together.
Linda said your sewing was good.
Oh, thanks. So we just I mean you probably take a lot more care, and as you're going round, if you just pick up from the same colour, you lose the colour underneath. I mean, my other mouse, I had enough fabric to be able to do them both in the same colour, so it didn't really matter. So you're going to go all the way round like this. So what's the first thing you're going to do when you get out of quarantine? For me, I'm going to go around and hug you all. And I'm actually looking forward, you know how much I don't like doing, I get nervous about doing classes, and it's fine once I've started, but I'm quite looking forward to sitting down with you and finding out something new, working new things. So you can see as we're going round, we're just attaching the bottom onto your mouse. So we're going to assume
the bees are fine, Teresa.
We're going to assume that that's all done. That's all sewn around. Do you like my cabinet, everybody? I love my workspace. Don't look at the rest of the house. but this I tidied special for you. Took all the crap out. But I'm loving I love my space. Okay, so he's sewn in there. I'll get rid of that because I haven't used the thing. Okay, I have cut out an ear. You see he's a bit rough. So I've got 2 ears and I'm going to put them wrong sides together and turn it so that the inside is facing me. And then I'm going to fold it in like a fan. You pinch it so that it...
Where's the pattern on the website?
Wherever Sarah put it.
I know, I said that too, Sarah. That's what I was aiming it for. And I won't get honey until they've finished and got a bit better. They're not doing too well at the moment. When the oilseed rape is finished in the fields, that's when I have my first batch of honey. So that's about June, July.
Okay, so his seam is going down the middle of his back. It's his spine. And you need to decide where you want his ears. I think about there, a bit further up. Yeah. And then it's just, you just choose a space and pop it on.
It's in the kits and patterns section of the website.
Cool. So just like your other templates that you've had for your
Block of the month.
Yeah, block of the week. I'm hoping to do a block. I thought I would do a pineapple block at some point, just for Susie, so that we actually get our class. Right, if you bring...
And Andy says he's got cabinet envy.
She.
Sorry. No.
Yeah,
Is
she.
it? Sorry, my mistake. I thought it was somebody else. Yeah, I thought it was somebody else.
There we go. So we're
Wrong
going
glasses.
On to... Right, we're going on, and we're going to put the other ear on the other side. I have an escaping ear. Okay, I've got dog hairs on that one now. Right, so you concertina it so that you get a nice little flute like that, and then you're just going to stick your needle through and place them on there. Are you alright there? Copper's there wanting to know what we're up to. Not quite sure what he wants. What do you want?
He wants the toy.
Okay, so that ear looks a little bit bigger. Where's my needle gone? So I'm just going through the mouse itself, which would probably be easier if I'd used a bigger needle. So I've got all my needles all back to front. I'm using a bigger needle on something that I need a smaller needle. So what are you all watching on the telly? We're watching Through the Marvels at the moment. We've got as far as Guardians of the Galaxy 2. It's something that we really enjoy, so we've been doing that. Right, okay. So before some of you joined us, we were talking about these headbands for nurses and doctors to stop the masks. There's a couple of crochet ones that are going on. So I downloaded a crochet one from a lady called Carol Passaro. And it's a crochet one which goes around the back of the head, which would probably be alright for blokes rather than the headbands. So there we have 2 ears. Now I'd probably move them a bit further down, really, if I was doing
Amanda
this
White
properly.
is watching The Nest.
The Nest? Not heard of that one.
Linda says the dog wants a fuss.
Oh, he does. He probably wants to sit on my lap.
And Sandra Patton says after the lockdown she's going to get all her family round for a meal and just stare at them all.
What? No hugging, just stare. There was a woman in Asda's the other day. She picked up, they must have had a special offer on the lamb, and she picked up 5 legs of lamb. And it was like, why would you need that amount in lockdown? What had she got planned? And then my other thought was I wanted to go to hers for tea.
Teresa is saying they'll need loads of the headbands as they need to change them with each mask.
Yes. They take about, I mean, I'm a slow crocheter, and they took about 5 minutes tops to do each one. It's probably going to take me longer to choose buttons and put buttons on than anything else. Right, eyes. Choose a place for your eye. I always go from straight through, from one side to the other, like that. Pull it through until you lose your cotton. Now we're gonna, if we do that, so until it just disappears on the one side, and then I'm going to sew to anchor it, then sew again, and this is where you hope that you get it right, and then wrap your cotton round. I tend to do 4 times, and you want to create probably, ta-da! You want to create a knot. I think somebody's hungry. And then you're going through to the other side. There you go. See? So you've got a little eye. Eye. And then again on this side, anchor it. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Now this is the one that I normally get that goes wrong. Okay, so you're going to push your knot down as you pull.
It's like a French knot.
Yes. Thanks. Is that Sarah?
Yes.
Yeah.
And Marie Jeanette.
Yeah.
She still has hers that she made with her daughter in the shop.
Yes, we did it for Sew Saturday. So, as you all know, I like projects that require a lot of cutting, which is why we're doing this one rather than the elephant or anything, because it takes more cutting. Okay, so I've created a nose on the top, and I quite like them to have a little bit of a mouth, so I'll come out through there. Okay, and there you go.
Meg
So we now
asks, that's really cool. Will the eye work with crochet?
the eye.
No, I'm a bit confused. Right, they're talking about the
headbands. Yeah, I'll put a link onto the website, onto the Facebook page for this lady's Facebook page. Okay, right. So I've left a loop there, which I'm trying to think now. No, we're going to do that. We're going to create a loop like that and anchor it.
Andy's been watching the Dawn French series. What's wrong with Maggie Cole?
Oh, I've not seen that one either.
It ended last night.
Oh. What side was that on?
Andy, what side was that on with Dawn French?
Because we now can watch anything we want. Or most things, anyway. Right, so, last bit. I'm just anchoring off these little loops here. Like that.
ITV.
Okay, thank you. There we go. Like that. Now, you're going to put your thread, a bit like when you're quilting, out and through, like that. I'm going to chop that off there. And then here, chop his whiskers, and there we go. I suppose if you made longer ears, you could make him a hare, a stargazing hare. And I have a nice pipe cleaner, a chenille stick, which as you're going around the bottom, you could sew that in to create a tail, or you can create a tail like this, which I just used the stuff that I was using for his face, the embroidery silks, around the bottom. So, now we're doing for time.
Loads of time.
Loads of time. Loads of time.
And Sandra Hatton wants the cabinet to be closed up so we can see what it looks like when it closed up after the class.
Okay.
She doesn't like putting it away, Sandra. It's normally left wide open all the time.
No, it's not, because the dog eats all my cottons. Right, so there's your mice. I hope some of you make some. I think they're quite cute. And quite good for shoving your pins in. So, these are the crochet things, since I mentioned them. All you do is you're chaining 15. You need to do them in cotton, because if they are washed, they need to be
Not shrink. Will they shrink?
they might shrink, but they need to be washed at 60 degrees. So the cotton is better because there's less shrinkage. So you chain 15 and you're just going in around, and you increase by 3 at the ends to give that rounded bit, and then you would find some buttons. Now I haven't got many buttons, she says. So plastic buttons are better because of washing. So you could, and then you sew buttons on there, and they will go like that. So you put the buttons on that, and then you can put the masks around there, which I thought was quite cool. I quite like the headbands, but I'm not sure that Ben, my Dr. Ben, would want to wear a headband. So these would be quite cool for the male doctors. So that's me. I'm done. Next time, I think we'll do. We were going to do zips. I have 2 versions of zips to show you. I'm going to do a small pouch with a normal zip, and then we'll show you how to use the new Zippity Doodah Done, the June Taylor zips, which are really good. I'm quite excited about using those. So next time I'm on will be next week, I would imagine, after Easter. So happy Easter, everybody. Eat loads of chocolate. We will worry about weight once we're done.
What's happening with the shop over Easter?
What's happening with the shop over Easter? So Sarah's going to do one of these, a podcast tomorrow, and then we're going to have Saturday and Sunday off. By Monday, Sarah will be climbing the walls and board, so I would imagine she will be back. So there probably will be a broadcast again on Monday. We will be doing orders today and tomorrow because we would have been open tomorrow, but anything that comes in Saturday and Sunday will wait until next week. Okay? So, but keep sending in your orders, keep sending in, you know, I like to spend the money, your money, for you. Should you need anything, we're quite happy to send out videos and things. Well, I am.
Carrie says she's late.
Oh, you missed it all, Carrie. Missed it all. Thanks for lending me your cushion for her chander. Anyway, I'm going to take my tripping tongue off, and it's time for me to do some of the orders. And I will see you next week.
We're closing the cabinet up now. We're showing everybody
else.
Yeah, we're going to close up the cabinet.
Oh, Sandra.
No. We're live tomorrow and Monday. Online orders are still available, but we can't post till Tuesday.
There we go.
Happy Easter to you as well, Linda.
Right, all this would normally go back in. And then that goes in there. Things we do for people. Oh. Yeah, but they'll see my mess now.
No, they won't. Missed those, and there's all the storage underneath there as well. Look.
Yeah, the trouble is with that storage, you put stuff in there and then you don't remember what's in there. There you go. And it's shut. Ta-da! Bye!